Hello everyone, my name is Jaycer, and the reason why I haven't been putting out more episodes of Dark Souls 2, No Bonfire Run, is because Dark Souls 2 is a game that's designed with the ability to teleport in mind, and as such there are several zones that if you even so much as light a bonfire, you'll screw yourself over and need to start again. So I found myself like really intimidated. I didn't want to get into it and then mess up, you know. So I figured I would draw a map to lay out all my thoughts so that I can move forward with this again, you know. So, welcome to Let's Play MS Paint? That doesn't really sound right. Obviously there's going to be a lot of artistic liberties with this, but we'll see what happens. So we have Majula over here in the start, right? And the Emerald Herald. You know what? I'm going to go with that green. And you have the Forest of Fallen Giants. Does this sort of thing, and then that. It curves back around. And then goes up and then over. Yes, it goes up and then over. And then you make it to the first bonfire up here. That's Cardinal Tower. There's all these extra stuff down here. Here's the flame longsword. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And then here's the bonfire that I was talking about, and the breakable wall right there. Here's the arena where you fight the pursuer. And then you come on over here, and there's a staircase where you fight the pursuer if you didn't fight him in the first place. And right at the end there is a teleporter and my sound system going insane. Relax. Okay. There's a teleporter to Lost Bastille. I'm gonna hold off on drawing Lost Bastille just because I don't want to run out of room anywhere, you know. Let's see. Now we go to Anor Londo, aka Hyda's Tower of Flame. Is cream a good color for that? Yeah, why not? So, let's see. It starts... Yeah, this little lump over here is a good start for it. Comes on over here, and you make it to that little spinning room with the evil priest who rips you off. Originally you go to Hyda's Tower of Flame, goes like that, and there's the first bonfire, and then goes up the stairs, and then over into this big room here with the 3 people, and then over and down where you fight the Dragon Rider. And by fight, I mean let him fall into the water. And over here is the Ornstein battle. That is extremely close to the original. That is not correct. But you know, it's not to scale. And here is the Cathedral of Blue. Let's just go ahead and fill that in. There you go. But off of the Dragon Rider, I'm just gonna go in this direction. It's not correct. Actually, no. Screw that. I'm continuing with the correct direction. You kind of go underneath in these sort of catacombs underneath the boss fight. And eventually, you make it to... Yeah, you make it to a drop. Yeah. Let's go with brown for this one. Where you reach No Man's Wharf. No Man's Wharf comes up. There's this bastard with the exploding oil. You go up the stairs. More people. J for Jaycer. And there's a shortcut here, which you have to open from the other side. But you keep going upstairs. And then you go over. And down. And down. And you know, Pharaoh's Lockstone lights up this whole place, so let's just go ahead and make sure that's nice and pretty. Oh, I want to put it back to brush. And you know, there's a whole bunch of docks here and people that ambush you, and here's a boat. Yeah, nailed it. Okay, where you fight the Flexile Sentry. And then there's a teleporter to Lost Bastille Part 2. Now, what's next? You can get this evil woman to... I already used deep green. Let's see. Is there a way to edit the colors? Oh, there's an edit colors button. Yeah, good job. I'm real observant. Let's go with that. And this connects off from the woman who rips you off and steals your money. You go to Huntsman's Copse. Cops. I don't entirely remember how this zone starts out. Wait, is this even Huntsman's Copse? I have 125 hours in this game, and what are you even zooming in on? I'm not a plant. Hey, webcam, thank you. I have 125 hours in this game, and I still haven't even memorized the levels because you just teleport around. So it's like, why even bother, you know? I'm pretty sure it's Huntsman's Copse that's here, right? Yeah. Oh man, this is hard to remember. I'm just gonna go with a swoop like that, and then I think there's a bridge. Followed by a challenge area. I think I am screwing up and missing a bonfire, but I just wanted to put this right here, right next to the Cathedral of Blue. This is the Brotherhood of Blood. It works. Oh, I want to go back to my brush. And there's a whole lot of stuff here. It's just a big expanse of forest, really. But then you come up here, and you go over a bridge, and then there's a mountain pass, right? And you meet Skeletor over here in this cave area. And this all sort of comes to a triangle where the boss fight is the Undead Lords. And then these guys Well, they go from Huntsman's Copse to I don't even remember. I'll come back to that one. So that is a work in progress right there. But over here, let's get that light green going for a good poison color. You have those weird poison imps with the gigantic poison sacs underneath their stomach. It looks like a gigantic their virility is very high. Let's see, you got that room right here with Bengarl, and then Rosabeth, all the poison dudes, the basilisk, and then it kind of repeats itself. With a nice bonfire right there. And then you sort of derp around, not really doing much of anything, and you come to another one of those things. Let's just go like that, and that, and that, and that. And this is where you have 3 decisions. One is a King's Gate. One is the Shrine of Winter, and one is towards Brightstone Cove. Let's get a sandy color. And start going here. There's all bunch of those lion warriors. I call them Rengars. And all the curse and the giant basilisk. And here's Scorpion Bro. And it would be over this direction, but I can't do that, so let's go in this direction. Here's Ornifex, who surprisingly has the most Rule 34 of any other woman in the game. I don't understand the internet. I can't even begin to. And here's Scorpionish Nazca's lair. Alright, like that. Oh yeah. And then you head on out to Brightstone Cove, Seldora, which is this really nice looking beach mountaintop that goes over like this and then enters this chapel, for lack of a better word. So you got that boss fight right there, the congregation. And here's your other bonfire, and then your other bonfire. I don't understand why the second one even exists. And they go like that, and then there's spiders everywhere up in this bee. Yeah, it's just about like that, except it's kind of more of a one of those action, like a ladder coming up and then spider webs everywhere. So that's what I'm trying to get with these lines. And then at the bottom of all of this, and now I'm here, you get to the boss arena, which I'll just go like that. And that is a Lord Soul. So let's just make a little fire symbol here. Yeah. Okay. Back to poison. Huntsman's Copse goes into Harvest Valley. So I already used a nice poisony green. I don't want to use it again. There you go. That looks putrid. So Harvest Valley is a short zone. Kind of goes like this, and then there's Cloanne, who I think the game designers designed to be sex appeal, so we said no. And then there's a bonfire right there, by the way. Goes like that, and then there's this big open room with holes in it. And then there's this trap area, which goes like that. And then you come over here, and then there's the Sunbro Covenant. Yes, they're that important. And then you go right on into Earthen Peak. Now, Earthen Peak, I'll make... And there's a lot of shades of green. You know what? I'm going to go with this maroon, or purplish, just because reasons. And kind of is a room like that, with an item over here, and then it goes like that, where there's the Covetous Demon boss fight, and then it continues to go upstairs, and then there's proper Earthen's Peak, which is a real pain, and I still haven't figured out how to get that one secret item, but you know what, that's okay. And you just kind of keep going up ladders, and you keep making it around, circling back around, and eventually you'll get to the top area where there's these two statues, and staircase up into the boss fight, and you have the most badass summon in the game, Jester Thomas, fighting against totally blanking on her name. Yep, it's not coming. Okay, so let's get this. So you go, and then this is a elevator totally going upwards into a pile of molten lava. That is up. Going downwards is up. Seems legit. And you have Iron Keep. And Iron Keep kind of spans. There's this first room. There's the guy where you can join the Dragon Covenant if you're cool. There's this secret area which connects up. And then here's the land with all the giant archers. And then the boiler room. And the optional boss, the Smelter Demon, with a bonfire right after him. That's the only reason why you go to him. Yeah, seems legit. And that totally just extends like that. And then this goes like that, and you can take that ladder right on up to Belfry Soul. But there's a Titanite bug that nobody can ever get ever, because it just runs into the lava, because they're bastards in this game. You drench these two guys in lava, and you come on over here, and you fight the Old Iron King for another large soul. Okay. Let's see now. the gutter, which is going to be the last Lord Soul that I get. Let's do... Alright, so there's the Grave of Saints. You kind of... Oh, no. I totally didn't do that. You jump down under Medulla Oblongata, and you make it to the cerebellum. And then the spinal... Yeah, and then you fight Royal Rat Vanguard right here. And you meet Rat Bro, which he doesn't even deserve a Covenant icon. Shots fired. And then you make it to the gutter, which is just a land of poison and evil and terrible. And then past the gutter, you get to Black Gulch. And here you fight the Rotten. But all of these 3 zones, I can't touch a bonfire because that will mean I can't return home. Because there's no returning home from there. And you get a Great Soul. Now, I can safely say that since I won't be using any of this space, we can use that for Lost Bastille. So part 1 of Lost Bastille, you start here and go anywhere, SCCCC. That's not true. And you fight these guys. There's this optional room over here. And then there's this... It's not how it is. I'm JKing. It actually goes over here. And then it goes like this. And then there's Macduff's Workshop. And then you climb up some ladders. But this is totally a multi-layered house. So just imagine that in like a 3D cube style thing. But there's these cells here. And you drop down and you fight the Ruin Sentinels. Yeah? And then there's like 10 illusory walls just everywhere in this room. Clock is ticking. And you come out here like that. Obviously not really, but you understand what I mean. There's Belfry Luna over here, I think. Yeah, there you go. All of that is just, don't worry about it, bro. And then the Ruin Sentinels skip that you can do from the Flexile Sentry teleport is here, and you kind of meet up right above that. And over here on this rooftop, you can get the best, coolest shield ever. I'm serious. And you know, I don't really remember the level design at all, so it's a big spiraling enigma to me. But eventually you come out here to where you're the angriest person ever, so you join the Salt Fort because you're so extremely salty. And you go underwater in the summer, both ways uphill, and fight the Lost Sinner in her arena. Just like that. Yeah. Okay. And then that's where you get one more Lord Soul. Great Soul. Great Soul. My head is really starting to hurt from this. Whew, okay. And then, you're gonna like this one. You come down here and you go through the shaded woods and the foggy woods, and you get backstabbed and you get killed, and you meet Vengarl, and then you don't remember anything because you can't see anything. So that was that. Wait. The shaded woods leads to the place with all the Rengars, though. Doesn't it? I can't even... Oh man, I can't even keep track of all this crap. Well, anyway. No, that's why I had this here. Yeah. Okay. We're good. Just imagine that the shaded woods is right here. Yep, silly me. Okay. And then you come on over to... You know what? Lavender sounds like a good castle color. You come on over to Castle Drawingleic. It's giant bridge. Be wary of loss of stamina, fatty. And then you talk to the Chancellor right here. And here's the throne room, which has nothing in it. But over here there's a bonfire, and it's real important because right here is the end of the game. Let's go with the blue-gray. You go down to the Throne of Want. This is the battle arena, and then over here is where the giants make the stepping stones for you to finish the game. Okay. So let's just put a V for victory in there. Yeah, okay. So that's the Throne of Want. There's a King's Gate right there. Geez, what else does Castle Drawingleic connect to? Oh man. There's it kind of, there's this whole room, and it really is just a big loop. It does nothing, and it's a big waste of your time. But then there's this room with the giant elevator, and one of the paths off that room is the boss battle with the Mirror Knight. Grrr, says the Mirror Knight. And then you go down to Bullshit Land. Did I use turquoise? Doing it anyway. You go down into Bullshit Land, Shrine of Amana, and you die, 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 and then you come out here to the Demon of Song. Let's just put a red. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Shrine of Amana. it is full of death even in its post-nerf form. Excuse me while I rehydrate. Let's see now. Does Castle Drawingleic connect to the Undead Crypt? Yeah, I believe it does. Let's go with bone gray. Now it does connect to this room. I'm going to take some liberties and just kind of drag it out here. And you get some friends that light up the way. And it kind of goes like that. And like there's a whole bunch of junk over here, but you can just make a shortcut like that. And then here's the longest run from a bonfire to a boss fight you'll ever see. And that is where you fight Velstadt, the Royal Aegis, protecting the king. And you get the King's Ring. So there's this King's Ring required door, and then there's also this door which requires the King's Ring. Yeah, that's in place too, actually. I'm glad I just took a random guess and put it in the right location. If you see, that's right next to where that mid bonfire is. I left out a lot of Forest of the Fallen Giants. The zone's a lot bigger than it appears on my map there. This one goes to Aldia's Keep. And you know what? Let's just make that pink because it's so cheerful. You kind of swirgle a little. But there's the first bonfire. And it's like a long hallway. Seriously, just one big hallway filled with ogres. Tons of them. Just tons of them. And yeah, that's about it to the zone. Not really creative at all. And you fight a dragon. And then you go up. Remember how I said down is up? Yeah, you go down, you go up the elevator to Dragon Airy. And this is a bunch of several islands that you walk to with pathways in between them. So you just kind of go from island to island. And then you make it over to this bridge where it is Dragon Shrine. I don't want to use a harsh orange. I don't know what color to use. Let's go with a cyan, because it totally does not fit. And here's Dragon Shrine, there's the first bonfire right there. And this one I've memorized to a T because I've killed everything enough for it to despawn, because it's a pain in the ass. You go through here, and then you go past this big guy. And then you go up the stairs, and then you go past these two dudes, and then you open the door, and then there's the big staircase. It goes like this. Seriously, it's just a big staircase. Look, I'm making it 3D and everything for you. And then you go into a door, and then there's this gigantic sphere with the #1 bullshit boss in the game, the Ancient Dragon. He is cooler than you. Grr, he says. He looks kind of like a bunny, but trust me, he's a dragon. You know, maybe add some smoke or fire. Trogdor was a man. Actually, it was a dragon man. So that's Dragon Shrine. And then you get the Memory of Giants, where you go into the past. What's a good color for Dreamland? Pink for Kirby? But I just used pink for Aldia's Keep. Let's go with a really faint pink. There we go. And you come into here, into the memory of what it was his face, who's a Wuzzy Fuzzy Bear, and it's really just one staircase with a couple of bridges here that you don't have to worry about, and you fight the boss right here. And then that's what gives you the ultimate item required to fight Nishandra for a double V. And you beat the game. So, basically, I guess the only thing to learn from all of this is that the gutter sucks. Yep. Nothing really else caught my attention while doing this. I'm a little scared of Brightstone Cove Seldora. I'm not entirely sure if you can come back from here. This right. No. Not that. Not that. I'm sorry. Brightstone, and then there's the chapel, and then there's the second bonfire. Right here, I'm not sure if I can come back from that spot, but that's no big deal. I kind of want to get the super awesome best weapon ever that is right here, but that'll be way after I fight that boss, and so I will have the feather, the homeward bone. I don't know. Maybe that second bonfire is for the second time going through that area. You know what? I'll do that. Yeah, okay. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope this helped you as much as it helped me. I hope you enjoyed watching me scribble on MS Paint. And I'll see you in Drawingleic. See you then. Totally gotta save this. Well, no. Map of... No, just map Drawingleic. I'm totally good at typing. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Again, leave a like or a dislike, comment, tell me how I'm doing, how I can improve, and subscribe for future Dark Souls 2 goodness. Bye.